getting back to you with another video of Farming Simulator 25 gameplay. And been kind of MIA here the last couple of days. We have been getting some pretty decent snowstorms around here. Nothing too crazy, just enough snow to just kind of give us just a dusting to a half-inch of snow. It's just enough snow to where I got to go into work and spread salt. And it actually sounds like we got ourselves a pretty decent weather system coming across here on the next few days. It sounds like my area is supposed to get, I've heard 5 inches, 5 to 7 inches, and I've heard 8 plus. So nobody is really too sure how much snow we're actually supposed to get. All I know is that it sounds like it's going to get pretty hectic around here. In fact, we were actually going to head out of town here for a baptism, and they're supposed to actually get even more snow than us. They're supposed to get up to a foot. So we decided that it would be in our best interest to probably just stay home so we don't get stranded out there. So yeah, just gotta love winter. It's probably one of the least favorite seasons of mine, but I'm definitely ready for spring. So anyway, today's video is going to be featuring the Case 2470 Traction King. I decided to go ahead and I wanted to make a video using this particular tractor because this is another piece of machinery that our farm had way back in the day. This tractor was owned by my grandpa, and then when he decided to retire, my dad took over, and this was the tractor that he started out with. So we had a Case 2470 around for quite a while that did all the tillage. And then for the longest time after we got rid of this tractor, we had just one tractor that did it all. And that was when we decided to upgrade to an 8650 Deere, which I've made a video about that already. And after the 8650, we then upgraded to a 9400. So yeah, wanted to make a upload about this particular tractor because this was a tractor that was used on our farm. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it over to one of the fields that I used for the old school series, and we're going to make a few passes with it so you guys can see it running in the field. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and do just a little quick kind of walk around to this tractor right here. I don't remember if our tractor had duals on it or if it just had big floaters on it. I was just a little guy when we had this tractor. But I do remember it very vaguely, being on the farm, this particular model. So if we climb up inside here, this is what we got as far as the inside features go. We got all of our controls and whatnot here on the right side, and then obviously we got our console right here in the front. So a couple things in regards to this tractor. If we go ahead and we find it here. So this is a mod. It's the Case IH Traction King series, and it comes with a few different tractors. There's the 2470, which I'll be showing you here in just a little bit, and then you can get a 2670, a 2870, a 4490, and I think that's the biggest one that you can get. Yep, back down to 2470. So you can choose wheel brand, you can choose your setup if you want to have duals, single tires, all that good stuff. There's definitely some pretty decent options in here in regards to the tractor itself. You can do wheel weights, beacon lights, front weights. You can change the color. I kept it the same. It's a 212 horsepower tractor, so it does have some horsepower under the hood, but definitely not like the tractors that we got today. So yeah, pretty decent mod, I think. I really like the way that it looks. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna climb aboard here. We're gonna get this tractor down the road to the field and start making a few passes here. All right, so changing plans here, guys. We're actually just gonna do this cornfield right across from the farm here. I just realized that all my other fields have been worked up and are prepped up for planting. So we're gonna go ahead and just make a few passes right here on this farm. A couple of things that I actually kind of want to show you in regards to this tractor. You turn my help window on in order to do this. Is so there is a couple of there is a, I guess not a couple, there is a control for this tractor that I completely forgot was on here, and it is the way that the tractor steers. So if you watch the tractor here a little bit closer, the tires turn like this. The cab itself does not articulate. The tires turn like that, which I think um, is actually pretty nifty, rather than being in a tractor where where it's articulated. Um, the tires turn instead of the tractor itself. There in the center. So if you want to change the way that this tractor turns, all you got to do is just press and hold your control key, and then you hit your Y key, and you can change the mode of your steering. So uh, you can do the all-wheel steering, which is what it originally was on, and then you have your front wheel steering where just the front tires turn. And then you have rear wheel steering where just the back tires turn. Then there's crab steering left. So if we pull ahead here, the tractor will start to crab crawl to the left, like so. And then you can set it up to where it'll go to the right, like so. So those are some options that you got for steering. What I'm going to go ahead is I'm actually just going to make some random passes out here. Go ahead, we're going to make our lives just a little bit easier here. And we're just going to do this. So we're going to go ahead and actually I don't really need the auto steer. I don't know what I was thinking. So we're just going to turn that off. Maybe. If I could remember how to. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to make some passes out here. This is the all-wheel steering. So I'll go ahead and unfold the disc here real quick. So go ahead and set the disc down here. So this is just your normal steering, like so. So nothing too crazy, just the normal steering. Just kind of, it turns all sets of the wheels. And then um, if we go ahead and we swap over to front wheel, that's how that works. And then rear wheel. Notice it doesn't turn near as sharp as it does with just the rear. So this would be kind of nice for like if you wanted to skip some passes, all that good stuff. And now we're going to do crab steering left, which takes you kind of on an angle like so. And then we have the right. So there's some different ways of steering, and then we're back to all-wheel steering. I'm actually kind of surprised by how much this tractor's struggling. I didn't realize how much horse he needed for this disc. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to do some steering assist here. We can get it to load. Yeah, I guess I should have checked and seen how much horsepower was required for this disc before I hooked it up to this tractor. I didn't think this tractor would have any issues with this disc. Huh. Well, it's not a deer, so I mean that's probably one of the main reasons to be biased. But go ahead and make ourselves a pass right here. Let you guys listen to the tractor run for here for a little bit, and that'll be it for this one. All right, guys, we are almost to the end of the field here. Again, I am really surprised by how much this tractor is struggling by pulling this disc. It's not much wider than the tractor itself, and I'm just did not think it did not think that this disc would be so heavy for this tractor. Um, Now, mind you, like I said, I didn't look to see how much horsepower you needed to pull this disc, so it's my bad for not checking that up before um, starting this upload. So that's my fault. But um, yeah, I would have never have thought that this tractor would struggle with this disc. I mean, it must be a it must be a heavier disc and must require more horsepower than what I thought. So now I'm kind of curious at how much horsepower it does need, but I'll look at that on my own time. So there you have it, guys. The Case 2470 Traction King tractor. Um, as usual, another great mod. I thought it was as far as the look of it, um, the way they added in the steering options, I thought that was all pretty cool. Just overall, just a pretty decent mod. Um, I guess we learned something today that the John Deere disc, unless you got one of the bigger Case tractors, the 2470 struggles with it. So, and I know for a fact that this tractor, because we looked at it earlier, is a 212 horsepower tractor. So I wonder how much horsepower you need for this disc. 150. So yeah, it really surprises me that it was struggling. I mean, I know there was some little inclines in that field, especially down on the other end. But yeah, I was really surprised. I thought for sure this tractor would pull this disc no problem. So anyway, guys, other than that, it was a really good tractor, really good mod to use. You guys are into using the Case equipment like this, I highly recommend it. I guess we'll go back here one more time. As far as the mod goes, it is right here. Case IH Traction King Series mod. So it looks just like this, Case IH. If you're interested and looking for it, I do believe I got this off of the FS25 website. I do not think it was on the game. If it is on the game, then just go to the mod center. Check there first. It would be under medium tractors. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed the upload. Don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a quick second, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date with what's going on here on the channel. And until next time, guys, I hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is staying warm this winter. And if anybody is, for those of you that live in an area where the snowstorm is going to be coming across, hope everybody's prepared. Hope everything goes good while we wait out the storm. Hopefully, power stays on, all that good stuff, and we can stay warm. And I'm going to be out in it Sunday, getting stuff plowed. So whenever the storm is about out of here, that's when we're probably going to head on out and start pushing. That or we'll go out and we'll just have to push stuff repeatedly. Go back and just push stuff a couple of times just because it's a lot easier to push a little bit of snow than a bunch of snow. So, other than that, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope to get another upload out to you guys here very soon, where I hope to see you guys on the next one.